All right, cool. So, beginning of this class, my name is Jormel Reese, as you all probably know, of course. Um, and we lost somebody again. So, um, my Jasna, go ahead and introduce yourself and what it is that you do, because everybody doesn't know you.
Hi, I'm Mike Jesna. I go by Jazzy. I am I'm a serum coach here with Popular Connect and Popular Media. So I pretty much help you guys out along the way with how to utilize the system more so on the website and funnel side, and we'll get into that as you guys start to get in your system. But work side by side with Jarmel to get all of this together for you guys. So you'll see me often in the community groups. Don't hesitate to reach out if y'all stuck on anything. I am here to help.
Yep. And also what we want to do is too, before, what I'm saying, we actually um do get out of here, we want to make sure that we do have the community link for everybody too. So that's really key. I want to make sure that we do have that for everybody today, so you can be inside of the community group to be able to see some of the updates and some of the things that we'll actually be doing. So today, class is going to start with starting a business. So I know plenty, all of you guys probably have, or if you haven't, have not started a business before. And we're today is going to just be like a brief overhaul of what does it take to be able to start a business, right? So, um, let me pull up a slide. So my problem, my Jason, is that I'm trying to pull these slides up and I can't pull them up big and in presentation size, and so they're not. I can't. It's overtaking my screens. If that makes sense to you.
Yeah, let me. I get what you're saying.
Hmm. Can you bring it? You can. So you'll bring them in.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you
All right.
talking about.
Cool. Yep.
All right, perfect.
So, yep, perfect. So this is our how to launch a business in 4 weeks class, step by step. And let's go to the second slide. Let's just go to the second slide. So in these 4 weeks, we'll equip you with the knowledge and tools to launch a successful business. And by the end of this course, you'll have a clear plan on marketing strategies, a financial forecast, and steps to officially launch your business. All right. So beginners, experts of all niches. And what we mean by that is that once we get done doing what it is that we do with the systems that we do have, it's for all niches. And that means if you guys are I know Mark, he does t-shirts. Rodney, he's a motivational speaker. Um the Hills family, they're more of a trucking and moving company, and Sonia is more so of a she does media. But this goes to all niches, and this system is what something that you're going to learn is that a system is something that you need, because the system is what runs everything. And by the time you're done with this class, you're going to know how and why it's important for you to be able to have a system going forward in your business. All right. Key topics: identifying a problem to solve, um, validating your idea, and choosing your business structure, whether it's an LLC. Um, we got so many different things. You got LLCs. You got give me some of them. I'm drawing a blank right now. LLCs. What else you got, Jeff?
You got the sole proprietorial person, which is just like you as a single person. You got your non for profits. So there, I think there's like 4 or 5 that you can choose from. So you will just need to know what your business matches to each particular annuity, and then you will be best able to choose which ones fit you.
Absolutely. You can go to the next one.
This is the next one.
Okay. Understanding your target market. So the main thing about most business people is that we don't understand our target market. We don't know where to start. We don't know where to begin. We just think, hey, everybody's our target market. Get out there and really like try to understand the business in which it is that you're doing, so you could be able to know how to be able to market. So a little bit like I'm more of a motivational speaker type of stuff. I do a lot, but I always get out and I kind of study the people that are doing something similar to me and how they're scaling up and how they're doing things. So get out and try to find what it is that's going on in your market. um Competitors analysis, that's exactly what it is. Learning how to be able to see what your competitors are doing, because we can come up with all the good ideas we want to all day, but if we're not looking at the market and seeing how our competitors are doing things, it kind of throws us off. So get out there and start looking into your competitors, seeing the trends, what the customers need, what is it that your customers want. You might think that it's something else, but your customers are buying. You might like something that you're doing and your customers are buying something else. Or you might be doing something, but your customers are going to something else. And you want to go up and try to find out what the happy medium is in the business area.
Yes. Yeah.
Go ahead, my Jasmine, if you want to go and do this one.
So for the creating a mission statement, it's pretty much what it is. What are your values? What is your business purpose? What is your goal to your audience that you're trying to capture? And how is that welcoming to them? Sometimes this isn't found right away, but like Jermel said, when you start doing your marketing research, see what people are saying with the same niche that you have. Look at their websites if they have one. Look up their social media. Check out their YouTube. Some of the stuff may seem like a lot of time, but it you will kind of get a groove of like, okay, this is what this one doing. Just find what you like and take it and put a twist on it that makes you yours. And don't feel that you're copying. That's what you're supposed to do. Copy and repeat, but put your twist on it to make it yours.
Hey, and
So that's all.
I
Go
want to
ahead.
piggyback on that with you, what you're saying. We get so caught up in trying to think that we're copying somebody or trying not to be so original. And that's okay being original because you're an original person, but it's okay because the blueprint is already made for you. There's nothing, if you guys have ever heard, there's nothing new, no new ideas under the sun. And so it's okay to be able to follow people because billionaires build blueprints. So go and follow the people that you see that are winning in your actual area, and don't be afraid to copy, basically, in so many words, the format of what they're doing.
I like what you said. You said in your area. So I like that. So here's what I'm gonna say to do, right? So I'm gonna use Mark because you and I have chatted before about e-commerce, right? So with that, I would say Google like the top e-commerce person, for example, or whatever it is with whatever clothing brand that you're doing. So if it's like urban or whatever the case it is, Google who is the top urban clothing brand person.
Hmm.
So then you what they got and it's like, okay, see what they're making, like what's their net worth. So then you take that information, that's who you know overall, and then break it down. Who's in your area that's doing something similar to you? Or if they're not doing it at all, that's even a more upper hand. If they're not doing it at all, that's even better. And then look at it from like your region and then start to build on from there with the research that you've taken from the network person to your area to then start to get your market out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that goes along with even too, like with your websites and stuff like that. Hey, look, go and look at what the people who are doing what you guys are doing. It's okay.
Mhm.
And kind of like get your shirt, like your shirt company or your trucking company. You guys can be able to make your company website look similar to the ones that are being done. Always remember that Pepsi and Coke sell the same thing in the same store, and people choose
Mhm.
every day. So it's all about the customer service of what you're actually offering.
And follow them on whatever platform they got. If they are on Facebook, follow them on Facebook. If they on Instagram, follow them everywhere that you can follow them, and just like really tune into what it is that they're doing and
Mm,
take note. It is a lot of study. If you're driving or whatever, you can listen to it on YouTube if they got one. Just like at least get the information, knowing that it's sinking in, and then just really go from there. You'll need you'll start to take notes, and it'll start to look like an outline, so you understand the flow of what it is that you need to do next from there.
absolutely.
Okay. What were you talking about? Oh,
Oh, look at
business
that.
model. Yeah, I know, right? Business model and legal setup. So choosing a business model. So we kind of go back to what we are just talking about. Where there's e-commerce, service-based. E-commerce, for those that don't know, that is if you're selling a product like a clothing line or cosmetic line or anything where it's full blown of that. It's not to say that your business can't have it then implement it, and we'll go over that when we talk about website and funnels. But service based is if you're providing a service, such as you said the trucker, that's a service. You're moving, that's a service. Us marketing, we're doing services. Sonia, that's a service.
Hmm.
And then subscriptions, that comes back full blown, and we can talk about that later because that gets a deeper with everything. Um, you want to think about your revenue generation and pricing strategies. So, what does that mean for your products? And I go back to Mark, you will see that we do use Printful or
Printify,
Printify.
Printify. Yep.
We use Printify. So you can then put your logos on if you're not doing them manually. So Printify will send them out for you, but you can price mark them up. So they will tell you for this amount, this is how much we're going to charge you to have this shirt made. But then you go and up the price so it makes sense to make profit of what you're going to sell it for.
Yeah. And so somebody like, especially somebody like you guys, like I say, Rodney, all you guys really,
Yeah, everybody.
honestly,
Hmm.
being able to sell those shirts or selling things like that, like, those shirts can be $8 on their website, and then you can upcharge them to $20, and you just take your logo or you upcharge them to $25 or whatever it is. And then for somebody like you, Marky, like if you run it to a place where you start actually making more orders that's coming in and you can't keep and fulfill the order, stuff like Printify and different places like that can be able to, of course, you pretty much know about them. They can help you out where you could be able to fulfill those orders a lot faster and not have to worry about you actually coming out your own pocket.
Yeah, I definitely would recommend both. I'm not gonna lie, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, y'all. What are we at? Business model continuing. So setting up legally. So I think this okay. So with registering in your business, oh, you don't have the links to these?
Yep,
Okay.
I do.
So
Yep.
okay, cool. So to be in compliance, you need to have your business name registered with your state to be in compliance of doing pretty much your business. So if you're not, please make sure you do. We do continue this conversation more in depth. So you will go to your financial, I think it's financial services or whatever your state or your city comp controller or business place for the Lake County. I mean, not Lake County. That's the one that we will go to. But to look up to get your EIN done. I mean, your registration done. You have to go on there, type in the name of your business, and search for it. It will tell you if your business name is already taken or not. If it's taken, of course, you got to find something else. Just like put a number or put a different kind of letter and make it yours. If it's not taken, it'll let you know that you can go ahead and take that. You'll have to go through the process of paying the fees that it tells you. I know typically I know the start of it is like 150, but make sure you get your documents to do so. If you have to get permits, this goes back more so like the guy is here who's a truck driver. I know you have to have certain permits and certain licenses. You want to
Mhm.
make sure you are in compliance with that. And then setting up your business structure, like we said, your LLCs, your corporation, you'll do that on the irs.gov/EIN.
Yeah, I left it inside of the chat. The EI, I left the IRS thing inside of the chat. If you don't already have your business already taken care of, but if you do, you don't need it. But if you don't, you can copy this link that's inside of this chat, and then you go over there and then go start getting your business going too.
That is free.
Yeah.
That is free, 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 free. Monday through Friday, regular business hours, your EIN is free.
Mhm. Absolutely. Let me
Okay. Hmm?
No, I was making sure I grabbed that one, that EIN number. And then let me just explain too, because somebody EIN number is very important. So let me explain what an EIN number is. If you guys don't know what it is, I'm pretty sure you guys do, but just a refresher is that a EIN number is kind of like your business social security number. And instead of you starting to be able to keep on using your regular social security number, you're now going to be able to use this number here to start generating funds, to being able to get you a bank account, to get everything going. And you're not going to use your regular name anymore. You're going to use this business to be able to set all this stuff up. So you're going to want to go to the bank, have your documents together. So it'll be, you'll have to write out your structure of your business when you get into the bank account. Okay, cool. I'm going ahead, but cool. So you'll have to
Yeah.
be able to set up everything that you need far as having your the structure of your business to be able to go inside of the bank. You'll have to have that all written out, your bylaws. They're called bylaws. So you can kind of look those up too online before you start a bank account. You want to be able to have your bylaws and going into the bank, and they'll ask you for all those things and you get that. Also, what most people don't know about is called a DUNS number. And a DUNS number is something that it's just like a social security number for your business, but it allows you to be able to get into things like net 30s. And so what a net 30 is it builds your business up. Net 30s are they got net 30s and net 60s. And net 30s are, it's like, okay, let's just say if you had so prime example, Jamie, the Hills have a trucking company. Mark, you have a t-shirt company. Sonia, you have a company where you can do pretty much anything. And Rodney, you have a company where you're speaking and doing things like how kind of like what I do. So you can go, if you got a DUNS number, you can go on what's the name of the place? God, what is the name of that? You can go on these websites and I'll find them and I'll give them to you guys. I'm drawing a blank right now, but you can get free shirts for 30 days. You can get free plastic for 30 days. You can get tape measurers and all that. You can get all the tape. So if you guys are moving stuff, you can get all the tape that you need for 30 days or 60 days. It might be a net 30 or a net 60. And you can get water bottles, you can get t-shirts, you can get plastic, you can get anything you want free.
Like Uline.
Uline. That's what I was thinking. Okay.
Yeah.
Uline.
Yeah.
Uline, Granger, those are the names of those companies. And you can be able to get FedEx. Yep. You can get all this stuff free for 30 days. So if you got t-shirts and you want to get some t-shirts, they got t-shirts with prints already on them that you can buy and you can sell them and you don't have to pay them for another 60 days. So that's another that's an avenue that you will really want to be able to start getting involved with, especially like like you guys are getting involved with the trucking company. If you want to be able to start getting boxes, you can come with your own boxes if you needed to. People can buy boxes from you if you wanted to. You could have them buying anything from you. You could tape that stuff up and have tape. You could have plastic. You could have everything already ready for them and then charge them for it. And then you pay it back in 60 days type of stuff. It's one of the best things that I know I've used before when I didn't have certain things. I'll get on a net 30 and use it. So a Dunn's number is also a big thing to be able to have as well, because a Dunn's number helps you actually build your business credit.
Mhm.
And when you have a when you start generating funds inside of your business, the worst thing you could do is just not have try to be able to build business credit. You want to stop trying to be able to spend your money as fast as possible. You want to get into something where you could be able to start building business credit and living off of it. And a lot of people have a business, they have an EIN number, they have their business together, but they don't know what a Dunn's number is, and they never had one, and they never went to go get one. And it's never going to be able to, you're never going to be able to build credit until you get a Dunn's number. So that is something that you definitely want to do. Setting accounting and booking systems inside of our system, we do have inside of our
QuickBooks.
system, yeah, we have QuickBooks, where if you make a payment, somebody makes a payment to you inside of our system using a text message system or your payments, if you got your QuickBooks already connected to it, you don't have to worry about it at the end of the year. It's already done. It'll automatically update it for you. So that's why it's important to be able to have a systems. When you see people walking around with 30 receipts, 40 receipts, they got all these receipts and they try to keep up with the receipts. But if you got your Dunn's number, I mean, if you got a system, you can be able to set it up and have your accounting stuff back here. And also, if you get an accountant, get somebody that you trust. Get somebody that you trust that's inside of your business, or your friend or something like that, family member or whatever, and have them doing bookkeeping for you. Also, business insurance. You can go to somewhere like State Farm, a local person that does insurance, and you want to go be able to take out um at least, I think maybe about at least 100,000 in insurance or something like that. You can get a low plan if you get started, but you want to be able to have business insurance just in case something happens.
Yeah. They have a variety, so shop around. Don't go with the first one. Definitely shop around. I want to piggyback off some of these. So when you open up a bank account, all the stuff that we spoke about on the first slide, you'll need to take with you. So you'll need to have your EIN, you'll need to have all your registration from your county or your state. You'll need to have those. When you go, if you have money to deposit into that account, deposit it. If you don't, that's fine. I don't want anybody to be discouraged. If you don't, that's fine. You'll start. That's what we're here to help you get started on at the end of the 4 weeks. Um, the bookkeeping stuff, if you haven't, talk to a financial advisor prior to. When you go to the bank, that'll be a perfect time if they're available. If not, make sure you set up a meeting to speak with them. They can help you further with this and help you stay up to date with it on a regular basis with having meetings with them, whether it's virtual or in person. And then, yes, like we said before, the business insurance, you just want to be covered just like anything else. If something happens in your business, if something goes wrong, COVID, perfect example. Your business insurance can help with any loss that you have.
Yeah, especially you
Oh,
guys with,
another thing,
especially. Oh, go ahead.
go- uh, if you have, we'll get into that's a whole nother financial thing too. While you're there, if you have any children or family members who are helping you with this, talk to the financial advisors about that because you can put them on payroll so you can have certain things filed at the end of the year. So that's a whole nother conversation. But with the financial advisor, make sure you do talk about that if somebody is helping you so you can put them on payroll. Go ahead.
No, no, no. You good. You good. You covered. You covered.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I think we are at the end. So we can take questions. Um the link below, if you haven't registered yet, go ahead. The link is there below, or you can scan the QR code and get registered. But we are open for oh, sorry. Anything else, Jarmel, that you got for this?
No, 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 no. Quick, no. I think exactly what you're getting ready to do. Like, let's just bring everybody in. We are open to be able to answer questions, and then too. So today is just pretty much light. We just went over everything as far as business wise, what it is that you'll need, and I know this can be something that can be repetitive to you guys if you already have this done, but we just wanted to give you guys some kind of refresher because it's okay to ask questions. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember when I used to go in the bank and stuff like that, I wouldn't ask questions. I would think I knew everything. I thought I had my business set up a certain kind of way. I was afraid to ask questions. I was afraid to because I didn't want to look wrong. You know what I mean? I wanted to look like I had it all together. And in reality, it's okay to not have it together. It's okay. It's not okay to not have it together. And so asking questions when you go inside of the bank, going to get a relationship with your bank. I don't care if they can see your bank account and you got $5 in it. Don't feel ashamed about asking questions because eventually you're trying to grow it to 500,000 or 5 million or whatever it is that you're trying to go to. And you want to be just as confident with $5 as you are with 5 million or 500 because it's yours. And you want to make sure that you're trying to make babies with your money. And so asking questions is always a good thing to do. And so we're going to just go around and go one
Oh,
by
I do
one.
got something.
Okay, go ahead.
I do got something.
Yep.
So if you guys are taking notes, um, either a bank highly recommended, a credit union, whichever you can find. When you open your accounts, and I'm saying this ahead of time, this is something that I learned. You want to have your main account, which is the checking for the business. You want to have a savings account, which can pay for like your subscription, your merchandise, whatever the case it is. You want to have an emergency account in case of emergency. And then you want to have a tax one for taxes because 9 times out of 10, if you're a business, you're going to get taxed. You're going to have to owe. So you want to put money aside there. And if you have like a charity that you donate to type of thing, have something. That's one I'm adding on, Jarmel. I thought about it today because once you reach a certain amount of money, they're going to want to know what are you doing with it. Even though it's yours, they want to know what you're doing with it. So make sure you have those in case of emergency, your spending, your taxes, and then that extra one for, whatever you want to do. And don't be afraid to pay yourself.
Man. Yeah.
Even if it's $20, even if it's $30, get in the habit of paying yourself. It's okay.
Yeah. And also make sure you pay your business. Like if you know,
Yeah.
and a lot of the times what happens is that and I know I'm guilty of it. I raise my hand. I'm guilty of it. And we've bought like super merch before, just a bunch of it, just bought it, just had it, and
Yeah, we did.
yeah, and had no account for none of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, oh my God, we just basically went through a bunch of merch and didn't even have account for this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
Not the way that we should have. We had account, but it was not organized like if we had this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it like that. We had it, but it wasn't lesson learned. There
Yeah.
we go. So we're here
Yeah.
to help teach the lessons.
Yeah, you just buy stuff, you be buying it, you be buying it, you be buying it, and then you put it back in your pocket because it's like, oh, this is my money. No, you're stealing from your business, actually. So now you know what I'm saying, and it's nothing worse. We was like it's like stealing from yourself. It's the worst thing ever because then now you're not even you will take your money and go and pay your bills, and it's not you got to pay your bills, right? But you got to pay your business bills as well. And so to be able to buy more merchandise and to be able to keep up with that stuff is very key, man. I don't care how much stuff you got. Look, you got to count every piece of work, every piece.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is. It might not mean nothing to you because you've been looking at it long enough that it don't mean nothing to you no more, but it means something because it's your business bloodline. It's your post. It's the way that you're going to be able to stay afloat. So just learn that early, man, because I'm not gonna even sit here and lie to you and tell you I've stole from my business for years. Like I put the money, I go buy something, then put the money right back in my pocket, and then buy it again and put it back in my pocket and play the game. And it was
That
never
wholesale store,
accumulated.
that wholesale store had us in a chokehold. I
Yeah,
ain't gonna even lie.
we
It
was living our
did.
best life in that wholesale store and our worst one at the same time because we was like buying a bunch of good stuff, but then wasn't putting the money back to actually accumulate it into more things and you know and making sure that if you got a trustworthy team, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
somebody that's with you accountable, you know what I'm saying, and that's what we want to be able to do with you guys, like having accountability partners. It's okay to be
Hmm.
able to say, hey, look, I need some help, man. Like I'm over here struggling and I need help because you're gonna go through it as a business owner and as a person who's trying to do something that's gonna change the world. You're gonna go through something, you're gonna try many different things, you're gonna fail, but I always say fail forward. Go out there and go mess up as fast as you can. Don't be afraid to keep messing up. Go out there and keep messing up, but then learn from the mistake because it's not
Hmm.
you can't grow if you don't make mistakes. And that's the worst thing. And that's why most people stay stagnant or they stay stuck where they're at because they're afraid to be able to actually mess up because they were taught as a kid when you mess up, you're doing wrong. But when you actually mess up, quote unquote, you're actually doing something right because you're learning a lesson. And there's
Hmm.
nothing wrong with learning a lesson. So what we're gonna do is my if you got something else to say, my Jasmine, I don't want if
No, no, that was it, and I'm glad you shared that because that was the truth, and definitely learned from it. So yes, absolutely. Those who, when you get your EIN, you'll see what we're talking about. Like you said, you can get into those Grangers and U lines. You're gonna start to see exactly what we're talking about because you're gonna be like, oh, I got this credit line. They're gonna give me this. They're gonna give me that. Nah, nah, pimp, that ain't yours. That ain't
yeah,
yours.
yeah, it ain't yours. That
That
ain't
ain't.
yours. I've took it. I ain't gonna even sit and tell you no lies. I've had to pay Granger and Uline back many a times because I didn't got some stuff from him and was like, oh, I'll pay him back when I get a chance. I'll pay him back when I get a chance. And so, yeah, don't make that mistake. But I'm definitely like, especially like with the moving company, I didn't think about this until I just said that. Like, man, if you really get off into Granger and Uline, like, and being able to like have tape, having stuff to be able to move with, like the bubble wrap, they give you the bubble wrap. You can get all that stuff for absolutely free for 60 days, and you can come to somebody's house and you could charge them with it. You can have the boxes if you're moving people, and you can have boxes already and charge them for boxes if you wanted to. That's a great upsell. If you come in with your own stuff. So that's a game changer. Just a little bit of game for that too. So we're gonna go around the room and I want everybody to kind of like explain what is it that they do and then what is it that they're looking for to be able to get out of this class and so we can be able to best service you guys.
Mhm.
So um I'm gonna mute my mic and we'll go from I guess we'll start at the top. Mark, you go ahead, go, and then Rodney, then Sonny, then every yeah, y'all got me.
Yeah, I can hear me. Well, what I'm hoping to get everybody know, I create a clothing brand, a couple other different things. So what I want to do is be able to get, like I said, more systematic, more understanding of where everything is going, how things are being spent. Like you said, I done had that same problem, stealing from myself, self embezzlement, I guess you would call it. You'd be like, so yeah, for real, and just learn staying consistent. For real, that's my biggest part about it.
You guys hear me? So basically, what I want to do, um, most of you guys know my story about the transplant, losing my son, and battling through a lot of adversity in my life, near-death experiences, and just want to be able to share my life with people. There's a lot of people out here that's struggling, and I've been at the bottom. I've been drowning, sinking before, but um, was able to float to the top. So I want to be able to share that, inspire people to to keep going. Uh, if you keep putting the work in, your life will get better. So want to target like the organ donation, uh, community, uh, people that may be suffering from depression, anxiety, maybe have certain addictions. So I pretty much got a broad area that I want to cover. So I'm really enjoying this class. I got a question about the credit unions and stuff like that. So when we get done, I'd like to get more information about opening up different accounts and stuff like that, and uh, probably getting some type of sponsorships from different companies and stuff like that. So I'd like to kind of go over that stuff. So, but I'm thankful to be here. Thank you guys for inviting me in here. So uh, I didn't recognize Mark those big glasses, but I'm just saying. Oh, got him.
Next. Who's next?
Hey everyone. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
All right, my name is Sonia, but I actually go by Sunny. The name of my brand is actually called S Mills Media. The logo stands for Making Connections, Delivering Results. I am a PR media specialist. Basically, I specialize in a lot of red carpet interviews, films, um, interviewing celebrities, different things like that, events and stuff like that. Also, I want to thank Jarmel and my Jesna as well, because I just got my certificate in social media marketing as well with Potboiler. So I've been working with Potboiler for a while. I do have my websites in order and, my business email I learned from my Jesna and Jarmel. So just continue for me to continue to keep learning, and continue to keep studying their courses and different things of that sort. So I appreciate you guys, and yeah. So
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Hey everybody. I'm Shay. Jamie is at work, so I'm standing in for the both of us. But just correction, Jarmel. He's not interested in like doing the moving part aspect of it, but I am. So that's something that I want to talk to him about because that makes a whole lot of sense. And since he's been having the box truck, we've had a neighbor that wanted to use him. He's had a friend that wanted to use him. So I think that is something that is great for us to move towards. For me, I have a whole lot of business ideas. So this right here will actually just help me, myself personally, just finally birth something out of this. Like I always just take from other people and just apply it to myself. A lot of this stuff that y'all have said about the DUNS number, the EIN number, a lot of this stuff I already have like screenshots in my phones. But I think with this 4 weeks class, it's going to just allow us to just move forward with everything and just completely get started because I want to do so much. I want to get into interior design. I want to do the whole food. Well, he wants to do the food truck. I'm more of the private shelf stuff, but just get started, like period, in 2025. So I'm just excited for all of it. And I'm really going to talk to him about this whole moving truck because we got this truck and we can get all the boxes and the tape and all of this stuff and people move every day. So yeah, I'm just happy and I'm thankful for the knowledge. And I also would like for you, is it Majesna? Did I say your name right? Break
Yes.
down those at the end, of course. The checking the different types of accounts at the credit union.
Okay.
I missed
Mhm.
one. I got the of course the business account, the savings account, the emergency account, and it was one more.
The emergency account. Oh, so once you start reaching a certain amount of money,
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to say when you reach it because I'm saying it now so you can get used to doing it. So if you know of any organizations that you would like to donate to,
Okay.
so everything is a tax write off. And if you have any children or any relatives, you can set up them account at the same bank or at the same credit union, and you can start paying them through ACH. So now you're starting to pay them, even if it's like $10 or $5, whatever the case may be. You're starting off, and as it grows, they'll continue to get paid. So now if you have children or niece, nephew, cousins, and you're like, hey, can y'all help me do this? Well, you're actually paying them now to do it instead of paying out of your pocket. Where at the end of the year, you can then have them file taxes on the services that they've provided for you without you paying out of pocket. It's out your business money now.
Okay. That's perfect because we are definitely looking to employ our son. So
Absolutely. They are they cost. Yes.
yes, yes. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, yep, anything you guys need, man, it is definitely and the cool part about this is this. When we get off, so next week, I mean not next week, I'm sorry, Wednesday. This Wednesday, we'll be back here. We'll be on Zoom, and I'm gonna send you guys a Zoom link. But I want you guys to be on your computers, okay? This is going to be a computer because what we're going to do next, I mean, we're going to do Wednesday. We're going to dive into our system, our CRM system. And what's cool about this is this: when you have a system, you can use it for any one of your businesses. Anyone. It never changes. So if you got a whatever kind of businesses that it is, you guys got all these multiple businesses, both of you guys can use that same system out of and keep running all your businesses out of that business. So even, you got a partner and you guys are like, hey, we want to start doing some stuff. You guys can actually come together inside of the system and actually work together. So it's not one of those things where you have to go and get this, do this, do this, do this. Once you realize that you could be able to work one system, you can work them all, and it all works the same. So this is definitely go ahead. You was going to say something, Jazz?
Mm-hmm. The only thing about that is I want to make sure I'm saying it correctly. So yes, everyone can do their part in the system. It's just when you do the EIN for it, like if you're doing business together, whichever business name that will work for both of you, that will be like the main one for the what is it, the account.
The account, yeah.
But everything else is your own individual website and all the information. But the business profile, so if you're doing it together, just have whichever LLC that one is, that's going to be what you're going to use for everything.
Yep. And then
marketing wise.
Yep. And what's so cool about it is that we all are here, and so that's what we're here for, to be accountability partners with each other as well. And so if you get to a place where you're like, hey, I'm struggling doing this, or I need to do this, you'll realize that once you have a system set up in place, you're going to find out that being able to make the money is actually easier than what it used to be, because it become you'll realize that, man, at one point in time you were just hustling, and you'll be able to be like, okay, well, I got a system, so how much does it cost to be able to take care of my system? Okay, so it costs this much, so how many customers do I need this month to be able to take care of that? Okay, this is how many customers I need to be able to do that. So somebody like Mark, you selling shirts. Okay, I need to sell this many shirts to be able to pay for this, and I need to pay for you. And then now everything else becomes overhead, and then you being able to spend until your other things that you're being able to have. So now you just got to learn how to be able to pay your business bills just the same way as you pay your regular bills at home. And you have to just find a way to be able to do it, and it's a slow process, and it just takes a a little bit of just, I'll just say this, changing yourself and being tired of being tired. And that's where really I know that's where a lot of people are at, because I know I like got to the place I'm just tired of being tired, and it's time to do something about it. And I can't change other people, but the only thing I can do is change myself. And so learning how to be able to take that accountability, saying, you know what, I may haven't gotten to the place that I wanted to in the past, but I'm right where I need to be at, because God has you right in the place that you need to be at right now at this moment. And so learning how to be able to take advantage of this opportunity, and also learning how to be able to just be thankful for it, and also just diving deep, diving deep. And, for these 4 weeks, 4 weeks and beyond, because this could be the beginning of you being able to make your next million, and learning how to be able to say, you know what, I'm going to really change my mindset. I'm not going to let anything block me. I'm not going to let people keep getting in my way. I'm not going to keep on letting all this stuff all this stuff that always comes at you all the time. It's going to always be bills. It's going to always be a problem. It's going to always be that. And if you never start your business and you never go into it and you never spend on it, you're never going to get there. So we just want you to stay encouraged, keep on going, and let you guys know that we are here to be accountability partners for you guys. And in anything you need. And after the classes, we definitely willing to be able to talk to you about whatever it is that you need.
Don't be afraid to be transparent during this time. I I don't know most of you here, but hello again. But just be transparent, because we're here to help. Like Jermel said, going into banks, they don't care that you ain't got no money. But when you do care, because they're gonna help you set goals
Mm-hmm.
to achieve those. Which is the same thing we're here to do, to support you guys, mentor you guys where you need help. Collaborate always. Big on collaboration. So don't be afraid to reach out. If you guys aren't on Facebook, we do have a Facebook group. I dropped a link for the community group that is inside the system, where you guys can then go back to this video and those other resources and links that I forgot about, the financial institution stuff. All that stuff is there. Everything, by the time we're done, well, the videos will be there, but all the information is always there for you guys to revert back to whenever you need it on your own time. If it's something you remember saying, you can go back to it. We are in the groups. You can reach out to us as well there, and in the private chats that we do have there.
I do have a question.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so two, isn't it important to have good personal credit as well with the business credit, or no?
So you want
no, your personal credit doesn't have anything to do with your business credit. It really doesn't.
Okay.
But you want to have personal credit good anyway, but your personal credit doesn't have anything to do with your business credit, because that's what a DUNS number is going to help you with building numbers. Because okay, so a DUNS number reports to Equifax Business and TransUnion Business. And so that's what actually grows your business credit. It doesn't have any there. Equifax has a business and TransUnion has a business line. So it doesn't have anything to do with your personal. But your personal
there you go. Yep.
I was going to say, but your personal is very important. You don't want to walk in with the very lowest of lowest credit score. You don't want to be able to do that. It's going to affect you from the type of loans that you're going to get.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Is that what you was going to say, my Jason?
Yeah, because they will check. If you're trying to get a loan, they're going to look at your personal. It's gonna come. They're gonna look at your personal. But if your personal is bad at the same time,
and your business is good.
But do what you need to do both. If your personal is not that hot, still make sure you work out something to pay that up, because you still want that to be good. I would suggest too, when you get to that time, to stop putting stuff in your personal name and start putting stuff in your business name.
Yeah. Cell
One,
phones. If you want to go and get like
mine is, yeah, you can do that now. I ain't gonna even hold you. If you have a business now and you have a LLC and you have your EIN, you can get your business phones and all that stuff. Now, I mean, well, you got a system. Let me not. When you get a system, you gotta worry about that in a
yeah,
sense. But say like if you want like Verizon or T-Mobile and that kind of stuff now, you can put that in your business name, and they will tell you what your business credit is with them, and they're gonna try to sell you some more stuff. But
yep,
you can. This is where Miss Hill, this also is too where this can come into play now if you guys have like a regular cell phone or whatever the case may be, and you want to put your son on. He is now your employee on your
yep.
business. They don't know what's going on. I have my kids on my business phone, but it gives you more credit on that business line as well.
And one of the things she said too that, and I'm not gonna hold you guys too much because I know we came on late, but AAHC and it with AAHC, what is the you know what I'm talking about? Direct depositing. For as trend like
ACH.
ACH, I'm tripping. So when you
I'm
go
like,
to
I know.
yeah, you know how ACH. So when you go to the bank and you set up your business account, here's a dope thing that you can do. Have your business and then set up payments where you can direct deposit yourself to your personal bank account, because you want to probably set up as many LLCs between you personally and your business as possible.
ACHs. Please don't set up a lot of LLCs.
Nah, don't set up a lot of
ACH.
LLCs. But no, what I'm saying is that to be always honest, you don't want to be the person who's taking the money out the account, just taking it out. You want to pay yourself direct deposit so you could be able to keep account of it. And that way you could be able to be like, okay, well, yeah, I sold this shirt at $30. Okay, the business is going to get, I'm just going to say the business gets 20 and then you giving yourself 10, but you're going to want to direct deposit that to yourself. Where
It's also like, go ahead, finish, and then I'll piggyback.
I was going to say, whereas like you're able to show that you have employees. So now you could be, because you are an employee on your business, and you want to set up your kids with that type of your kids or your friends or whoever else. Just like if you guys choose us and be like, okay, well, I'm going to set up something with you guys, do marketing. You want to be able to pay us out payroll through that. And you want to be able to keep account of everything that you got going on in your business.
Yeah. Yep. It all comes back to tax write-off. Taxes.
Yeah. You gotta be ahead. So I think that's it. What you got something that you want to say?
No, I'm excited. It was nice to meet everybody. I love the stories because I didn't know you're in depth, and depression, mental health, all that. I'm like, I had to talk to that guy. I talked to him. But everybody's story, yes, for sure. Everybody's there. I love the whys already. And I don't even think we got into the why yet. But I love the whys. So you guys you're already good. And like Jarmel said, you might have all this stuff, but we've found that people who had most of this stuff still didn't know most of this stuff. So I do appreciate y'all's time. And I will see you in some of these community groups.
Absolutely. And tomorrow, excuse me, what I'll do is I'm going to be sending over a link to you guys, and that link will be for you to be able to log into your system for Wednesday. So we'll be walking through setting your system up tomorrow, Wednesdays. So tomorrow I'll be looking for an email from us that excuse me, we'll definitely be sending out the replay from today, just in case if you want to go over this as notes. I know Jamie wants to be able to see this, so I'm going to make sure we get this replay out. But I'm going to also be sending out an email that will be your login to your new system that we'll be opening up on Wednesday and getting started. So man, it's gonna be fun. I look forward to it. Y'all are some of my favorite people, and I can't wait till y'all can get started going, man. And it's gonna be a good journey for all of us, for real.
Yes. All right.
I got a question before we leave.
Okay.
Because I
Yes,
don't have Facebook and Jamie doesn't either. So because we're gonna start these businesses, do you guys recommend that we utilize all social media platforms? You do.
Absolutely.
And
And
for now, are you
yes,
guys on Instagram? Like, do you have
yes.
any groups, or is it just strictly Facebook for the community groups?
So the community group is on community group is strictly on Facebook, because Facebook is the only place where you can be able to create groups like that. And you
Okay.
can't create a group like that on Instagram. We do have a private group as well, and I'll send you the link to that, so that all the stuff that's inside of the Facebook book group will be on the Instagram group. And that's good that you said that, because that reminded me of something. That here's some homework as well for you guys, and I want you to write this down or whatever. Like, if you don't have a Facebook business page, please create one. And if you need me to, I can come and let me see if I could find a video. Create a Facebook business page. I'll send you guys a video on how to set up a Facebook business page. But please set up a Facebook business page. Let me grab this link right now so I can put this in here for you guys.
Hey, welcome to the channel. My name is
This guy. Copy this. I'm putting it inside of the chat. Create a Facebook business page, because what we're going to be doing is we'll be linking that stuff up to your system, so you could be able to start doing automatic replies. And so let's just say, so good question. I'm so glad you asked that, because once you set up this Facebook business page, we'll be able to have text messages and different things like that. We'll set it up where your text messages will be able to automate to people. So if they ask for something, it'll just bing, it'll automatically do it for you. You won't even have to worry about doing it. You can make an order and put your schedule together and everything else, and it'll do everything for you. So please set up a Facebook business page. And if you don't have any other social media accounts, get some for your business. You don't have to be on there personally, but you definitely want to be on there for a business, because you are absolutely running a business for the public.
For the also for the groups, if you're not on Facebook personal, because I'm trying to think, correct me if I'm wrong. If they have a business, are we able to get them on the Facebook group? That's just a question. If you guys are not active on Facebook, there is our members group link in the chat as well. That group is private, and that's in our system alone. That's where you'll find learning stuff and be able to communicate with us there as well, if you're not active like that on Facebook.
All right. Sound good? Everybody good? Cool.
All right.
All right, well, cool, man. Well, sound good. It's a good day. I appreciate y'all for showing up, and man, we'll see y'all again Wednesday at 6:00. All right, y'all.
All right. Take care.
Good
Peace and
night.
blessings.